And welcome back to the show, everybody. We've got a great studio audience here, and we'll get back down to the chef and Tim Laird in just a second to put the final touches on this. But Linda Smith's in our audience. Nice to see you.
Hi.
You know, it seems, have you ever prepared a fish like this or even seen it done? It's the first time for our show, by the way, where a whole fish has been cooked.
Oh, it's exciting. I've never done anything like this. I've always been pretty intimidated by the head on it and the scales and stuff. So usually if I'm eating fish, it's in a restaurant.
Yeah, Chef DeMare makes it look easy, though, doesn't she?
Very easy, and it looks delicious.
Well, she's got a few more touches to put on it, and I think the reason I've never been able to do it before is I've never had one of these. It must take a special spatula. That has to be it. I don't know. You know, I may wear a chef jacket, but I've got shorts on here, so you can tell I'm not a chef. I just pretend to be one. Hey, let's get it down to where the real cooks are and the chefs in the house right here with Tim Laird.
Thank you, Kevin. And I'm back here with Chef Danielle DeMare that just showed us the secrets behind a yellowtail snapper. And I, too, agree. I'm always intimidated about the entire fish. But, Chef, after seeing how you did it, how easy it was, I'm gonna tackle this one at home. So thank you for sharing us the secrets to that. Now, you were talking about the heirloom tomatoes earlier. Can you tell me a little bit more about where you source those?
These are from Annette Alford, who is a local farmer. She also is a co-op farmer, so she'll bring us ingredients from other farmers throughout the United States. And she locally sells at the Jewish Temple on Brownsboro Road on Mondays and Thursdays, and she's there during the season from around 2 or 3 in the afternoon till about I guess 6 or 7, and then Saturdays she's out in LaGrange at the farmers market, which is a great thing, and there's tons of other farmers out there on Saturdays also.
That's great during the season.
Her produce is absolutely beautiful. The flavor of it is phenomenal. I just work with some of her peaches, some of her berries, and they're just unbelievable. You can't match it.
You know, and Chef Danielle, there's another thing you do called a culinary camp. Tell us about your culinary camp and what that does.
About 3 years ago, admissions had approached the chef instructors of Sullivan and said we would like to do a culinary camp for high school kids to maybe give them a chance to realize if this is what they really wanted to do with their lives. So in the summertime, during our summer break for 5 days, we have high school juniors and seniors on campus. They stay locally and they come in every morning at 8 o'clock and they cook with us until about 3 in the afternoon. And then they go out and do activities with their chaperones. But we've gotten such great enrollment out of it and kids deciding what they really want. And it's a minor investment to realize where your child is going to school and what they're going to do for the rest of their lives.
And what a great opportunity actually to come in with the Sullivan chefs and instructors like yourself and actually get involved with it. What a neat thing.
And to see the passion of the high schoolers and it makes you a little more excited to do what you do in the long run.
I love that. Also, you know, you got a great background in talking about different types of hams and meats, and tell us about what you have here.
This here is a cured ham. It's a Serrano ham, and most people are familiar with prosciutto. You can find prosciutto, just regular old prosciutto, which is not the original, and then there's prosciutto di Parma. Their prosciutto di Parma is your more expensive prosciutto. This is a Spanish ham, Serrano ham, which is done in the same sense of prosciutto. Here in Kentucky, we have country ham. So any ham truly can be used, a cured ham, to do this. And sometimes we want a little bit of crunch on top, and a lot of people don't want carbs, or they don't necessarily want to use croutons. And I have a thing for meats. I teach garmage here also at Sullivan, and cured meats are a beautiful thing, and they add that extra flavor.
Excellent.
And pork is a beautiful thing if it's what
garmage,
you like.
what's that term for us that don't know?
Garmage is the cold kitchen.
The cold kitchen.
So most people will call it pantry in restaurants, but the traditional garmage chef would cure meats and butcher meats and work with anything cold within the kitchen.
Great. And now, so this would add that.
This was fried,
crunch.
deep fried, and again, most people don't have that at home. But you can use a Fry Daddy. You can do it in a pot with a little bit of oil. Again, just use your vegetable oil, and it gets nice and crisp like bacon does, and it adds a little more flavor. So again, instead of a crouton or grilled bread, we can just sprinkle this over the top, and you've got that more luscious flavor of the pork fat to finish the fish off.
Chef, fantastic. This is incredible, and I like the crunchy topping.
Crunchy. You always need a little crunch.
Anytime we can have some of the crunch on there, this looks absolutely fabulous. Thanks, Chef. I appreciate you coming in. Wonderful job. Also, coming up, I'm going to invite Kevin Harder to come back behind the bar with me as we mix up some fun cocktails and some wine to go with what Chef has prepared. So stay tuned to Secrets of Louisville Chefs Live.